The news is hot, it's on the street. Stories breaking, skip a beat. Sanglikars weekly got the juice. Truth unleashed, no excuse. Weekly, what's the scoop? News so fresh you'll jump the hoop. Stories rolling, headlines pop. Sanglikars weekly never stops. From the markets to the skies, politics to fashion highs. Every week it's something new. We bring the world right to you.
And for the fourth Saturday of August 2026, a few stray thoughts, and a few general remarks, and a few points of view, by way of a roundup of the week. All my own musings. Like a week sans entertainment. Parliament is prorogued. How did Parliament perform? The monsoon session ran from July 20th to August 13th, with both houses meeting for 19 days. Lok Sabha, 15% productivity, Rajya Sabha, 33% productivity. The Lok Sabha's figure matched its lowest productivity since 2016, while the Rajya Sabha recorded its lowest since the 2023 budget session. Despite the disruptions, Parliament passed 11 bills. CJP and protests in news. Dimag Naxal Janata Party. A new account on X calling itself the Dimag Naxal Janata Party has emerged amid the political controversy surrounding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent Dimag Naxal remark. The account, DNJP India, is currently following 13 accounts, including Congress leader and leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav, AAP leader Arvind Kejriwal, YouTuber Dhruv Rodhi, comedian Kunal Komra, actor Prakash Raj and fact-checker Mohammed Zubair. The account also follows political content creator Arpit Sharma, YouTuber Shyam Meera Singh, political commentator Tarun Gautam, Dr. Nimo Yadav 2.0, parody account Rahul Gandhi 2.0, and the Cockroach Janata Party.
अगस्त को प्रधानमंत्री मोदी लाल किले की प्राचीर से एक शब्द बोलते हैं, दिमागी नक्सल, और अगले 24 घंटे के अंदर इंस्टाग्राम पर 1.7 लाख फॉलोअर्स वाली एक पूरी पार्टी खड़ी हो जाती है। जी हाँ, ना कोई मैनिफेस्टो, ना कोई चुनाव प्रचार, बस एक नेताजी का बयान आया और इंटरनेट के धुरंधरों ने रातों रात दिमागी नक्सल जनता पार्टी बनाकर ट्रेंड सेट कर दिया। तो आखिर ये कौन सी नई बला मार्केट में आई है? इसके पीछे का सुप्रीम लीडर कौन है और कैसे एक शब्द से सोशल मीडिया पर डिजिटल पार्टियों की बाढ़ आ गई है? साहब, हमारे देश में राजनीति और इंटरनेट का गठजोड़ किस मोड़ पर पहुंच चुका है? ये मामला उसकी जीती जागती मिसाल है। कल तक तो चुनाव लड़ने या अपनी बात रखने के लिए रैलियां, पोस्टर और कार्यकर्ताओं की पूरी फौज लगती थी, लेकिन अब सोशल मीडिया के जमाने में एक नया शिगुफा चालू हो गया है। इंटरनेट वाली पार्टियां, जिसे आप जानते तो हैं। 15 अगस्त को प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी देश को संबोधित कर रहे थे। अपने भाषण में उन्होंने एक भारी भरकम और गंभीर शब्द उछाला, दिमागी नक्सल। इस शब्द को देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने सुरक्षा और विचारधारा के गंभीर संदर्भ में इस्तेमाल किया था। युवाओं ने उसी को पकड़कर एक मीम पेज की शक्ल दे दी है। इस डिजिटल पार्टी ने अपना मुख्य स्लोगन रखा है, थिंक, रिसर्च, रेजिस्ट। सोचो, शोध करो, विरोध करो। रेडिट और इंस्टाग्राम पर एक्टिव युवा अब इसी हैंडल के सहारे सरकार के बयानों और मौजूदा राजनीतिक माहौल पर अपने अपने अंदाज से चुटकी ले रहे हैं और मीम्स के गोले भी दाग रहे हैं। लेकिन इस पूरे किस्से में सबसे ज्यादा हैरान करने वाली बात है इसकी रफ्तार। सामने आने के महज 24 घंटे के भीतर इस इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल ने 1.7 लाख से ज्यादा फॉलोअर्स का आंकड़ा पार कर लिया। सोशल मीडिया के गणित में इसे रॉकेट स्पीड कहते हैं। यही वजह है कि कुछ विश्लेषक इसकी तुलना कुछ समय पहले आई कॉकरोच जनता पार्टी यानी सीजेपी से कर रहे हैं। आपको याद ही होगा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस के एक कथित कमेंट के बाद इंटरनेट पर कॉकरोच जनता पार्टी बनी थी और देखते ही देखते उसके फॉलोअर्स 2 करोड़ के पार निकल गए थे। अब सवाल ये उठ रहा है कि क्या ये दिमागी नक्सल जनता पार्टी भी सीजेपी का रिकॉर्ड तोड़ेगी या मिलियन क्लब में जगह बना पाएगी। वैसे इस पूरी कहानी में एक तगड़ा सस्पेंस भी है। आप भी सोच रहे होंगे सस्पेंस आखिर है क्या। देखिए, इस दिमागी नक्सल जनता पार्टी का असली एडमिन है कौन। सीजेपी के टाइम पर तो अभिजीत दिपके नाम के क्रिएटर ने खुद इंस्टाग्राम पर लाइव आकर सीना ठोक कर बता दिया था कि हाकिम ये पेज हमने बनाया है। लेकिन इस बार मामला पूरी तरह गोलमोल है। इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक और एक्स पर एक ही नाम से दर्जनों फर्जी और पैरेलल पेज बन चुके हैं। बहती गंगा में हर कोई अपने फॉलोअर्स बढ़ाना चाहता है, जिसकी वजह से असली क्रिएटर का पता लगाना लगभग अभी नामुमकिन है। सोशल मीडिया का ये दौर सचमुच बड़ा ही अतरंगी हो चुका है। यहाँ नेताओं का कोई एक बयान या तंज कब इंटरनेट की जनता का हथियार बन जाए और कब एक नई डिजिटल पार्टी बनकर आपकी फीड में तैरने लगे, इसकी कोई भविष्यवाणी भी नहीं कर सकता।
Top colleges that provides 5-year integrated law programs has the list. First, National Law School of India University, Bangalore. Second, National Law University, Delhi. Third, National Academy of Legal Study and Research, University of Law, Hyderabad. Fourth, the West Bengal National University of Judicial Sciences, Kolkata. Fifth, National Law University, Jodhpur. Sixth, Gujarat National Law University, Gandhinagar. Seventh, National Law Institute University, Bhopal. Eighth, Jindal Global Law School, Sonipat. 9th, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Lucknow. And 10th, Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law, Patiala.
NALSA students object to CJI's convocation invite. NALSA students oppose the university administration's decision to invite CJI Suryakant as convocation chief guest. We don't want a degree from someone who called students cockroaches, say NALSA students.
Students objected to CJI Suryakant being invited as chief guest at their convocation. It was their choice to do so. It was their dissent to express, because it's basically their constitutional right to do so. The Bar Council of India, in its apparent zeal to be more loyal than the king, scripted a perfect guidebook on how to alienate Gen Z. The BCCI's response initially threatens the entire 2026 NALSA batch with the denial of enrollment as advocates. A whole batch punished for the actions of some students. That is not discipline. That is grossly disproportionate overreach. And what message does that send to India's future lawyers? That your likes and dislikes don't matter. That dissent has consequences. That you must never speak truth to power. Thankfully, the Supreme Court has now stepped in with the Chief Justice of India himself backing the students' right to protest at the court staying punitive action. There's an irony here. CJI Suryakant himself knows how quickly Gen Z can push back when those in authority appear dismissive of them. His cockroaches remark about unemployed youth triggered a fierce backlash and even spawned the viral Cockroach Janta Party. He later clarified the context of his remarks. The damage, of course, was done.
The NALSA controversy has now reached another top law school. Students and alumni of Bengaluru's NLSIU have come out in support of NALSA students opposing CJI Suryakant and BCI chairman Manan Kumar Mishra's visit for their convocation. Remember, this protest follows the BCI's now withdrawn move to stop enrollment of NALSA's 2026 graduates after students objected to CJI's invitation. The NLSIU students have extended their support to NALSA students' protest against the CJI's proposed visit. They have opposed the BCI order targeting NALSA graduates, demanding an unconditional apology from the Bar Council of India. The students have also flagged what they say is a chilling effect on student free speech, and they say that honoring the CJI and the BCI chief at the convocation would mock student dissent. Meanwhile, CJI has issued a clarification. What happens to his quote-unquote pending visits to these campuses, particularly the Nalsar one? Now, he has gone on to say, and I quote, that he never accepted Nalsar convocation invite in the first place. So, question of him attending the convocation does not arise.
उधर सीजीआई के साथ एक और कांड हो गया है। न्यूज 24 की खबर देखिए। बताया गया कि मुंबई का टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ सोशल साइंसेस के दीक्षांत समारोह में सीजीआई अब चीफ गेस्ट नहीं होंगे। 2 बार मामला कैंसिल हो चुका है, एक बार हैदराबाद, एक बार बेंगलोर, और अब ये तीसरा मामला ये हो गया। 22 अगस्त को होने वाले समारोह में उनकी जगह टाटा मेमोरियल हॉस्पिटल के डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर जीएस प्रमेश मुख्य अतिथि होंगे। टिस्ट जिसने पहले सीजीआई सूर्यकांत को मुख्य अतिथि बनाया था और उन्हें दीक्षांत समारोह में भाषण देना था। यह फैसला ऐसे समय में आया जब हैदराबाद की नेल्सर यूनिवर्सिटी के 450 से ज्यादा छात्रों ने सीजीआई सूर्यकांत को दीक्षांत समारोह में मुख्य अतिथि बनाए जाने का विरोध किया।
Gen Z going above board instead of being pragmatist.
We are not tolerate this nonsense. We are not tolerate this nonsense. आप लोग मुझे बताओ, आप लोग बैठोगे या नहीं बैठोगे? चलो 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 कैसे रुकेंगे? 5 घंटे हो गए, निकलो हम लोग गाड़ियों चलो। वो कश्मीर एयरपोर्ट पे नहीं उतरे। हम नहीं जाएंगे, जाने भी नहीं देंगे। हम लोग पैसे देके यहाँ घूमने आते हैं या फिर ये सब टॉलरेट करने आते हैं? ताला लगा दिया इन्होंने, कश्मीरियों के साथ तो करते हैं, अब बाहर के टूरिस्टों के साथ भी कर रहे हैं। देखो इन्होंने किसी ताला लगा दिया, अपना नाम भी नहीं बताया और वहाँ चले गए। ये देखो यहाँ पे कोई भी जवाबदारी के लिए कोई नहीं बैठा है यहाँ पर, बस ताला लगा।
Omar Abdullah, JK Chief Minister posted on X. This, we are Gen Z has become the new, जानते नहीं हो मेरा बाप कौन है। लद्दाख वायरल वीडियो पर सीएम उमर की दो टूक। हम जेन ज़ेड हैं, अब नया, जानते नहीं मेरा बाप कौन है, बन गया है। छोटी सी बात पर इसे धमकी की तरह इस्तेमाल करना शुरू कर दिया जाए। The quickest way to erode any Gen Z goodwill is to start using it as a threat at the slightest perceived affront, posted Omar Abdullah, after the video of a protester badmouthing at army in Lurk went viral. The protester in the virtual video says, "We are Gen Z and we won't tolerate this nonsense." कश्मीरियों के साथ तो करता ही था, अब टूरिस्ट के साथ भी करने लग गए। Gen Z should not behave as though they are entitled lot. They should empower themselves with facts and logic to win support.
आपका चेहरा, आपके शब्द, आपकी जो ये वीडियो है, ये आपने देखा है कि अक्रॉस प्लेटफॉर्म्स पूरा वायरल है। ये आपके शब्द हैं। हम सबको फ्रस्ट्रेशन होती है, सबको वेटिंग के लिए फ्रस्ट्रेशन होती है मैडम। ये लेकिन ये लद्दाख है, ये एक फॉरवर्ड एरिया है, ये एक मिलिटराइज जोन है। उसको लेकर आप ये सब बोल रहे हैं कि वी आर जेन जी, ये पार्लियामेंट तक जाएगा, my salaries pay your taxes, and in this video we can clearly see कि आप एक आर्मी ऑफिसर के साथ ऐसे बात कर रहे हैं। तो इसलिए लोगों में बहुत गुस्सा है। मैं मानता हूं आपकी बात कि ये 1 महीने पुरानी की वीडियो है और आप बोल रहे हैं कि किसी ने इसको वायरल कर दिया आपको बदनाम करने के लिए। वो सब रहने दीजिए, ये तो आपके शब्द हैं मैडम, आपने ये बोला है।
जी हाँ, मैंने ये सब चीजें बोली हैं क्योंकि उस वीडियो में मैं ही हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने फ्रस्ट्रेशन में जो भी बोला वो बिल्कुल सही नहीं था, वो बहुत ज्यादा गलत था। क्योंकि मैंने भी वीडियो बनाई है, आपको वीडियो में दिख रहा होगा, मेरा भी फोन ओपन है। बट जब वो चीजें सारी खत्म हो गई तो तब मैंने सोचा कि मैं वीडियो नहीं डालूंगी, क्योंकि गलती हमारी है। अगर वीआईपी मूवमेंट था, हमें नहीं पता था, फ्रस्ट्रेशन में आके उल्टा सीधा बोल दिया। मैंने उन सर से वहां सॉरी भी बोला था, जिसका वीडियो किसी ने उठाया नहीं है। वहां की पुलिस को भी सॉरी बोला था। अब मैं दोबारा आपके माध्यम से सारी देश की जनता को और अपने इंडियन आर्मी को, J&K की पुलिस को, लद्दाख की पुलिस को और स्पेशली उमर अब्दुल्ला सर को, उन्होंने ट्वीट करा था, मैं सबको हाथ जोड़ के माफी मांगती हूँ। मैं बहुत शर्मिंदा हूँ कि मेरी वजह से इतने लोगों को ठेस पहुंची, जबकि मेरा कोई ऐसा मोटिव नहीं था कि मेरी वजह से देश की जनता या किसी को भी कोई ठेस पहुंचे। क्योंकि मैं कोई यूट्यूबर या कोई पब्लिक फिगर नहीं हूँ कि मैं पॉपुलर होने के लिए किसी के साथ ऐसी चीजें करूंगी। मैं एक नॉर्मल सी लड़की हूँ, 25 साल की लड़की हूँ। मुझे इतना आइडिया नहीं था कि ये बात इतनी बढ़ जाएगी, इसलिए मैं तहे दिल से सबसे माफी मांगती हूँ। कृपा करके आपके माध्यम से मुझे माफी दिलवाई जाए और इंडियन आर्मी से हाथ जोड़ के माफी मांगती हूँ 100 बार 1000 बार। कृपा करके इस चीज को बंद किया जाए।
मैडम बिल्कुल, और आप एनडीटीवी पर बोल रहे हैं, ये इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा टीवी नेटवर्क है। तो
हाँ।
जिन ऑडियंस ने आपको देखा है, ये जो वायरल वीडियो देखा है, आपकी ये जो माफी है, आपकी ये जो रिग्रेट है, सब देखेंगे मैडम। मैं इसलिए आपको इस नेटवर्क पे नहीं बुलाया हूं कि आपको आप पर शाउट करूं या आपको स्कोल्ड करूं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आप भी एक सिटीजन है मैडम। आपने जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन में किया है वो ऑलरेडी वायरल जा चुका है, इसलिए ये आपके लिए एक मौका है कि एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए क्या हुआ था।
Vijay-led Tamil Nadu government revokes its order. The Tamil Nadu Directorate of Collegiate Education issued a circular instructing schools, colleges, police, and district administrations to prevent youth and students from joining specific political agitations. The directive specifically targeted protests organized by left-wing student bodies and the CJP. Authorities defended the move as an effort to maintain campus discipline, while critics and opposition figures labeled the clampdown unconstitutional and anti-democratic. Student groups, notably the Students' Federation of India, SFI, announced direct protests outside the Directorate of Collegiate Education in Chennai to contest the ban. Facing heavy criticism from political parties and youth networks, a core demographic of Vijay's political base, the administration retracted the entire directive just 2 days later on August 19, 2026.
Well, after backlash, the Tamil Nadu government has revoked the order that asked student and education authorities to take steps to ensure that school and college students as well as young people do not participate in protests or agitations organized by left parties and the Tamil Nadu Cockroach Janata Party. In an order issued, the Joint Director of Collegiate Education, Cynthia Selvi, stated that the department's earlier communication dated August 17, 2026 regarding the matter had been withdrawn. Now, the order was issued to the principals of all government arts and science colleges across Tamil Nadu that earlier called for a coordinated effort to prevent students and youth from joining such political demonstrations. The communication was marked as most urgent and had directed colleges to immediately submit details of the action to the Directorate of Collegiate Education. The order, which now stands revoked, was issued to registrars of all universities on August 14th as well. It invited fierce criticism from the CJP, which called it unconstitutional and demanded that it be withdrawn immediately. Well, Belly, we are now getting news, like you've already pointed out, that the Tamil Nadu government, after facing backlash, has withdrawn this particular letter that was an order that was sent across to all the registrars, to all the schools, to all the principals.
Soren ends soreness. 16-day fast ends. Exams cancelled, hunger strike breaks, but protests may continue. Devendranath Mahato ends hunger strike after Jharkhand cancels JSSCCGL exam. Mahato hails cancellation as a victory for student activism, but says the movement will continue until systemic reforms prevent paper leaks and recruitment malpractice. Jharkhand's recruitment exam controversy has taken another legal turn. The Jharkhand High Court has stayed the state government's decision to cancel 22 recruitment examinations and related appointments. The exams, conducted by JPSC and JSSC, were scrapped by the government order following CID and SIT investigations into alleged irregularities. Around 3,000 selected candidates had already joined government service and argued they were punished without being heard. The court's intervention has now put the controversial cancellation order on hold. The court's stay temporarily halts the government's cancellation decision. The legal battle now continues over alleged examination irregularities and appointments. Jharkhand students cry deceit after HC shields JPSC jobs from cancellation. Protesters feel betrayed. Jharkhand HC stayed the government's decision to cancel appointments made through the 11th and 13th JPSC exams. Student leaders accused the government of deliberately weakening its case by not having the Advocate General appear during the hearing. They called the court proceedings a trap to end their 26-day protest and accused the government of betraying students. Student leader Ravindra Paswan said the court proceedings had exposed the government's intent and promised a fresh fight. The court allowed affected employees to continue in their posts, but warned that those found involved in foul play would face consequences. The Hemant Soren-led government had earlier cancelled 22 exams and ordered probes into 23 others after a 25-day student agitation.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Like, Congress and Rahul Gandhi were on the defensive in Jharkhand, where Gen Z protesters burnt effigies of CM Soren and Raga. Lathi charge okay in Ranchi, but not okay in Delhi. Now, anti-reservation protest at Jantar Mantar. Delhi Police, Central Forces deployed. A sizable crowd gathered at Delhi's Jantar Mantar to demonstrate against caste-based reservation. The protesters demanded changes to the existing caste-based reservation system and called for a review of the policy. The gathering took place despite police making it clear that permission had not been granted for the demonstration. Reservation Hatau Andalan behind call. The call for the demonstration was made by the Reservation Hatau Andalan, which has 5.6 million followers on Instagram. The page had called for a peaceful protest at Jantar Mantar and appealed to people to attend the gathering at 2 p.m. on August 21st. The platform has now called for a physical demonstration against the reservation system.
Reservation Hatav Movement, or RHAA for Andolan, which is the translation of movement in Hindi, day 1 in Jantar Mantar. Yesterday, crowds were assembled. The number of people that were there perhaps was not expected by the government. Be that as it may, the government was ready with RAF, Rapid Action Force units, water cannons and everything just in case things got out of hand. What happened was, as the Jantar Mantar Maidan filled up, they took them from there and put them in Ram Leela Maidan. By evening, two demands have emerged, and this is very, very interesting because the first one is to roll back the UGC reforms. Now that matter is in the court. We'll have to wait and see what the court weighs in. Certainly this time the court will have to get itself quickly up and going. I mean, if they can hear some woke hearings in the middle of the night, surely they can weigh in on this very, very quickly. Second thing is very interesting. They are asking for creamy layers in scheduled caste, scheduled tribe community reservations also. Some people belonging to SC and ST were there, and they were complaining that inside the reservation, the amount of quota that they are getting themselves is much less, and therefore they are missing out. But remember, viewers, this whole reservation system has been completely corrupted. And the way to fix this thing is to have a proper census with caste, which is being conducted right now. So once that is done, then everything will be very, very clear, and the government needs to get ahead of this and promise that this is what we're going to do. We're going to finish the census. We're going to share with the public of India where each person's reservation number stands, and then we're going to rejig the reservation, but with a way to ensure that all interests are protected. I'll give you one thing that this government stupidly doesn't talk about. The EWS explicitly keeps out anybody who is already eligible under reservations from availing EWS quota, which means for EWS it is 100% general category. Why can't you say this out? I mean, this is written in that law. Why isn't the government communicating? And they should be implementing now with Joseph Vijay, they should be implementing EWS in Tamil Nadu. But they have said that no, this is going to only benefit Brahmins and therefore it's not going to be there. I am telling you, this is going to spread to multiple states and it will be very, very loud in Tamil Nadu.
Bengal court orders arrest of Mahua Moitra in hate speech case.
A local court in West Bengal's Nadia district has ordered issuing an arrest warrant against Trinamool Congress MP Mahua Moitra. The warrant has been issued for non-compliance with its order for her appearance in an alleged hate speech case. Now, the court in Krishnanagar, the constituency that Moitra represents, also directed an execution report of the arrest warrant against Moitra to be resubmitted before it on August 28th. The case against the Trinamool lawmaker relates to a video message that she released after an incident in which women gathered outside the court carrying eggs when they heard that the MP was expected to appear. Now, in the video, Moitra advised the women to wear veils and organize various programs. The video later circulated on social media, and the complainant alleged that Moitra's remarks hurt religious sentiments and amounted to religiously provocative comments that insulted both religions. The judge noted in his order that the lawyer representing Moitra said that she will not appear before the court at any point of time, holding that she has no respect for the court of law. The lawyer for the MP expressed apprehension to the court that she might be heckled outside the court premises if she appeared.
Eggs hurled at TMC MP Mahua Moitra outside Bengal eatery. Why fear eggs? Supreme Court questions Mahua Moitra over egg attacks concerns.
कर्मों से डरिए, ईश्वर से नहीं। ईश्वर माफ कर देता है, कर्म नहीं। ये अटल सत्य है कि जैसे बछड़ा 100 गायों में अपनी मां को ढूंढ लेता है, उसी प्रकार कर्म अपने कर्ता को आज नहीं तो कल ढूंढ ही लेता है। कर्म का थप्पड़ इतना भारी और भयंकर होता है कि हमारा जमा हुआ पुण्य कब खत्म हो जाए पता भी नहीं चलता।
Shame, shame, Amit Shah, shame, shame. This is how they're treating us. Once a gunda, always a gunda. That is the moral of the story. Today, the women of Bengal, the Nari Shakti of Bengal, all our mothers and sisters were aware of the sight and the sound of the not so honorable Home Minister of India, Amit Shah, at a public meeting. This is what he said to Mamta Banerjee. What did he say to Mamta Didi? He said, "Hey Mamta, kaan khol kar sun lo." So this language we last heard in 2021 from this Home Minister's, I would say, super boss Narendra Modi, when he had come here in 2021. He had started this trend of catcalling, and he had said, "Diddi, oh Diddi." Carrying on with this tradition, today we saw Amit Shah standing on the soil of Bengal and saying this to our Honorable Chief Minister. So Amit Shah has also come and said he's going to give free bus tickets to the women of Bengal. Mr. Murderer, Mr. Extortionist, Mr. Tadipar, we'd like to say one thing to you. We can pay, we the women of Bengal can pay for our own bus tickets. Thank you very much. You are not the Home Minister of our country to arrange for free bus tickets. Your job as the Home Minister of the country is to look after our borders and to look after the internal security of this country. It has been 1 year since the 22nd April Pahalgam attacks, in which 26 people, innocent civilians, lost their life. You have still not been able to find the attackers. Manipur is burning and you're sitting here for 15 days catcalling our Chief Minister. In 2021, after your super boss's words, the women of Bengal gave you a resounding slap and sent the BJP packing. The problem with you gundas and mawalis is you don't realize that when a dialogue has flopped. When a dialogue is flopped, you don't give the same dialogue again. So when Diddi or Diddi flopped, you'd have to be a very stupid man to come back and try this, "Hey Mamta, kaan khol kar sun lo." So these are all dialogues from cheap flop movies. We suggest on the 4th of May, you go home and you say this to your own people. Don't write on our mothers and sisters. You will get a resounding slap. We condemn this. It just shows the level of uncivility that you guys follow. And in Bengal, we respect everybody. In Bengal, our women have a special place. We worship Nari Shakti, we worship Ma Durga, and we worship any woman in a position of power, which is something you will be unable to understand even if you're born 10 times, because you will always be born as a gunda. Thank you.
जून 2026 में कृष्णनगर निवासी ने शिकायत दर्ज कराई थी कि जिसमें आरोप है कि महुआ ने सोशल मीडिया पर महिलाओं की शालीनता का अपमान, समूहों के बीच दुश्मनी फैलाने, धार्मिक भावनाएं आहत करने, आपराधिक धमकी और हेट स्पीच वाले बयान दिए। केस बीएनएस की धारा 79, 196, 299, 351 और 350(3)(2) के तहत दर्ज की गई है। कोर्ट ऑर्डर के अनुसार 19 अगस्त 2026 को जज ने साफ कहा कि आरोपी ने कोर्ट के आदेशों की बार-बार अवहेलना की है। समन जारी हुए 12 अगस्त को पेश होने की तारीख थी, लेकिन नहीं आई। 18 अगस्त को धारा 228 बीएनएस के तहत एप्लीकेशन दी। लेकिन कोर्ट ने 19 अगस्त पेश होने का आखिरी मौका दिया। वकील ने बताया कि महुआ ने कहा, मैं कभी भी इस कोर्ट में नहीं आऊंगी। कोर्ट ने नोटिस किया कि आरोपी का रवैया कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ के प्रति सम्मान की कमी दिखाता है। यहां महुआ का कहना है कि वो उच्च न्यायालय में चुनौती देंगे और कानूनी रास्ता अपनाएंगे। उनके वकील ने हैकलिंग का डर जताया था, लेकिन कोर्ट ने कई मौके देने के बाद ही ये कदम उठाया है। दोस्तों, कानून सबके लिए बराबर है, सांसद हो या आम आदमी, कोर्ट के आदेश की अनदेखी नहीं चल सकती। भारतीय सेना और न्याय व्यवस्था का सम्मान हर नागरिक का फर्ज है। अब देखना यह है कि 28 अगस्त को वारंट की रिपोर्ट क्या आती है और महुआ पेश होती है या नहीं।
Supreme Court forms panel to probe police excesses, violence during Delhi student protests.
The Apex Court of India has formed a high-powered 5-member inquiry committee to probe allegations of excessive use of force during the July 20th student protest in Delhi. The panel will be headed by former Supreme Court Judge Justice R. Subhash Reddy. The committee will examine serious allegations of police excesses, including the alleged use of pellet guns, electronic batons, lathi charges and tear gas. It will also look into allegations of violence, harassment and molestation of women protesters. But the spotlight will not be only on the police. This is the latest we're getting in at this moment.
Supreme Court has formed the panel after announcing it. It is being headed by Supreme Court Judge Justice Subhash Reddy. And the other members of the panel include former Punjab and Haryana High Court Chief Justice Ravi Shankar Jha. There's also former Delhi High Court Judge Justice Shalinder Kaur, a former CBI Director Rishi Kumar Shukla, and there's also a retired Meghalaya Director General of Police Dr. L.R. Bishnoi.
LOP Rahul Gandhi sat on a dana outside a Delhi police station on Friday, demanding that an FIR be registered for Sahil Lochab, a youth who still has shrapnel lodged in his right eye after suffering pellet injuries during the Cockroach Janta Party's Sansad Chalo march on the 20th of July. Lochab also sustained pellet wounds to the abdomen and underwent surgery at AIIMS Trauma Centre. Despite filing a written complaint on the 14th of August and following up later, he allegedly received no acknowledgement or investigation officer details. After police did not register the FIR, Rahul Gandhi refused to leave the DCP office at Parliament Street Police Station.
देखिए, दिल्ली पुलिस राहुल गांधी के धरने के बाद अब इस पूरे मामले में एफआईआर को दर्ज करने पर राजी हो गई है।
Locals push CJP team out of Rajasthan village. Abhijit Dipka claims BJP goon behind attack. A scuffle erupted when villagers and BJP workers allegedly blocked a CJP team's school inspection. The CJP team reported being attacked and pelted with stones by the group. Vehicles were damaged and CJP volunteers sustained injuries during the confrontation.
The Cockroach Janta Party team, led by co-founder Ashutosh Ranka, travelled to Rampura Kanwarpura village in Jaipur's Bagru constituency to visit a government school, a government primary school. In fact, Ashutosh Ranka claims that the school has been running in a cow shed, that it's been functioning from a cow shed for years, and villagers themselves had invited the CJP to come and inspect that school. He also says that the group had visited the school a few months earlier as well, and the police also were aware about their visit as of today. But yet, it seems like they were attacked. CJP says that this was orchestrated. It was done deliberately by the BJP in a BJP ruled state. Of course, BJP flat out denying it. Well, one should know videos as we see here. We're showing you how this crowd confronted the CJP team members who were walking towards the village, and then they, we believe, assaulted them, calling them urban Naxals, anti-nationals and Pakistanis. The confrontation also eventually turned physical because you see there the car was smashed. CJP volunteers say that their phones were taken away.
The Cockroach Janta Party, CJP, does not possess any statutory, legal or administrative authority to conduct formal inspections or audits of government schools. While the organisation has promoted a School Fik Karo Fix the Schools campaign encouraging social audits by citizens, their unannounced visits have triggered intense local pushback, violent clashes, and strict government restrictions. No official powers. CJP is a political activist organization, not a government-appointed education board, statutory inspection committee, or authorized auditing body. Strict entry rules. State education departments, such as in Rajasthan, have responded to these unauthorized surprise visits by issuing formal circulars restricting the entry of outsiders, including political activists, onto school campuses without explicit prior permission from the principal or head of the institution. Privacy and safety regulations. Unauthorized photography, videography, live streaming, or interaction with minor students by outside groups is legally constrained to protect student safety and campus discipline. Public resistance. Attempts by CJP teams to carry out surprise inspections, such as a high-profile altercation in Rampura Kanwarpura near Jaipur, have faced strong opposition from local villagers and community members who viewed the visits as disruptive, uncoordinated, and politically motivated. Alternative channels. Legitimate grievances regarding school infrastructure or missing facilities are meant to be addressed through official channels, school management committees, SMCs, local administrative authorities, or authorized parent-teacher associations rather than independent political raids. A new promise on Independence Day.
देशवासियों, हमारे मध्यम वर्गीय परिवारों के सामने एक बहुत बड़ा बोझ बन चुका है कोचिंग क्लासेस की स्पर्धा। हर माँ बाप को लग रहा है कि कोचिंग क्लास में बच्चे को नहीं भेजा तो हम प्रतिष्ठित परिवार नहीं है। इन गरीब और मिडिल क्लास परिवारों की हम चिंता करते हुए हजारों करोड़ रुपए का उनका खर्च है वो भी बचे, बेटे भी अपने आसपास रह सके, उनकी देखभाल हो सके, परिवार पर आर्थिक बोझ न आए। और इसलिए हमने युवाओं के लिए विभिन्न परीक्षाओं की फ्री ऑनलाइन कोचिंग हमने करने का निर्णय किया है। डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, हमारे पास उत्तम टैलेंट है, टीचर्स हैं, उन संसाधनों को जोड़ करके हम देश के नौजवानों को फ्री कोचिंग देने का एक पूरा नेटवर्क हम खड़ा करने वाले हैं। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, मैं हमेशा कहता आया हूं, जो खेले वो खिले। हमने पिछले दिनों एआई इंपैक्ट समिट किया था। एआई का विस्तार बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है। लाल किले से मैं देश के नौजवानों के लिए घोषणा करना चाहता हूं। हमने तय किया है कि आने वाले 1 वर्ष में 1 करोड़ युवाओं को एआई स्किल के लिए ट्रेनिंग देने का हम काम करेंगे, ताकि हमारा देश का नौजवान एआई की दुनिया में भी नेतृत्व करने का सामर्थ्य।
फिजिक्स वाला के फाउंडर अलाक पांडे ने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के उस ऐलान का पूरा समर्थन किया है जिसमें उन्होंने कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए मुफ्त ऑनलाइन कोचिंग देने की बात कही थी। यह पहल छात्रों, खास करके कमजोर आर्थिक बैकग्राउंड वाले छात्रों पर पढ़ने वाले आर्थिक बोझ को कम करने के मकसद से शुरू की गई है। पांडे ने दूर दराज के इलाकों में छात्रों को अच्छी क्वालिटी की पढ़ाई के मौके देने में ऑनलाइन शिक्षा की क्षमता पर जोर दिया और जरूरतमंद छात्रों की मदद करने के प्रधानमंत्री के संकल्प की तारीफ की।
15 अगस्त को मोदी जी ने अनाउंस किया कि इंडिया में जितने भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स जैसे यूपीएससी हो गया, जेई हो गया, नीट हो गया, सीयूईटी हो गया और भी जो बहुत सारे एग्जाम हैं, उन सब एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन के लिए फ्री ऑनलाइन कोचिंग गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा करवाई जाएगी। लेकिन मेरे लिए इससे भी बड़ा अनाउंसमेंट है एआई स्किल कोर्सेज, क्योंकि आने वाला समय जो है वो डिग्री का नहीं, स्किल्स का है। 1 करोड़ युवाओं को एआई स्किल्स में ट्रेन करने का लक्ष्य, क्योंकि अगर एआई टेक्नोलॉजी और डिजिटल स्किल्स भारत के छोटे छोटे गांवों और कस्बों में पहुंच गए तो ये सिर्फ एक कोर्स नहीं, लाखों युवाओं के लिए अर्निंग और करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। और एजुकेशन फील्ड में इतने सालों से काम करते हुए हमारी भी यही कोशिश है कि जहां तक हम नहीं पहुंच पाए वहां तक क्वालिटी एजुकेशन जरूर पहुंचे।
The Kashmir Experiment.
पहले कश्मीर वैली में चले जाइए, बहुत सारे नौजवानों के हाथों में पिस्टल और रिवॉल्वर हुआ करती थी। आज जाकर परिवर्तन देख लीजिए, आज उनके हाथों में पिस्टल रिवॉल्वर नहीं है बल्कि लैपटॉप है और कंप्यूटर आपको देखने को मिलेगा। यह बड़ा बदलाव आया है।
जम्मू एंड कश्मीर स्किल डेवलपमेंट मिशन एक नई सोच, एक नया सफर
यूथ को स्किल के जरिए एम्पावर करने का एक स्ट्रॉन्ग इनिशिएटिव जो जम्मू कश्मीर सरकार ने लिया है। दोस्तों, बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव जो जम्मू कश्मीर सरकार ने लिया है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुकी है। आज के टाइम में सिर्फ डिग्री होना काफ़ी नहीं होता, स्किल होना जरूरी है, और इसी नीड को समझते हुए जम्मू कश्मीर स्किल डेवलपमेंट मिशन यानी JKSDM स्टार्ट किया गया है।
अगर कामयाब होने के लिए संघर्ष कर रहे हो तो एक बात याद रखना मेरे दोस्त, किस्मत भी तब साथ देती है जब मेहनत अपनी हद पार कर देती है।
Musk's X takes aim at government censorship. Removal requests to be flagged. Elon Musk has revealed that social media site X will systematically increase the visibility of government requests to restrict or remove content. Moving forward, any content suppression demanded by state authorities will be directly flagged to users, shedding light on global government interference in digital speech. The announcement comes amid growing scrutiny over how tech platforms balance government regulations with free speech, as X continues to receive thousands of official content removal requests from authorities worldwide, he said.
Elon Musk has revealed that social media platform X, formerly Twitter, will systematically increase the visibility of government requests to restrict or remove the content. Moving forward, any content suppression demanded by the state authorities will be directly flagged to the users. Under this update, X aims to notify the users whenever a government body requests the takedown of specific post or the restriction of any account. The platform plans to display the specific government agency as well who is making this such request and provide the legal basis or reasoning offered by the authorities.
Shahzad Poonawalla wrote in his X column, "Middle class earns. Middle class pays. But what does the middle class get back? Bad roads, air pollution, toxic water, corruption. Time to axe the personal income tax for salaried middle class till we get world-class facilities."
Hi, I'm Shahzad Poonawalla and you're watching The Manifesto, a direct, unfiltered conversation where we take your questions, your issues, and there's only one agenda, not politics, but only about making India great again, MEGA. So let's dive straight into it. The first question that has come to us is about taxation on the middle class. I completely agree with what this user said. The Indian middle class is being looted in broad daylight. He has become like an ATM. Think about it. He pays personal income tax, she pays indirect taxes, they pay cesses, tolls, and what do they get in return? Bad roads outside your house, bad schools, bad crumbling infrastructure, paper leaks, corruption, lack of accountability, toxic air, toxic water. Think about it. This is not a problem of one government or a government. It is a problem that has afflicted the Indian taxpayer and the middle class since 1947. When you need to send your child to school, it is invariably a private school. When you need to send your parents to a hospital, invariably it is a private hospital. You need to buy an air purifier, you need to buy a water purifier. These are the issues that affect you after paying European standard taxes. The quality of life is in that standard, and therefore it's time to axe the tax. But before we get there, before we go to a zero personal income tax regime, here are some small prescriptions that can be implemented. Point number one, cut taxes for the middle class. The salaried class should not be paying such high taxes. They need to be given a break. Tax slabs need to be increased, and we need to ensure that every rupee of personal income tax that the taxpayer pays is efficiently used. So, how is this going to be possible? It is going to be possible simply by ensuring that there are no freebies or reveries, giveaways. That shouldn't happen. Secondly, no leakages, no corruption. And thirdly, timely delivery of services and of projects by the ministries and the departments. If we do these simple prescriptions, taxes can be cut. These tax breaks can be given. Are you with me on this? Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
10 years
look how London versus today, it's just massively different and radicalization is increasing left, right, center. And why do you think it's happening? Is it like one of the agendas which started from before? What is like organized, or it just happened?
Well, look, at the end of the day, do you think viruses have agenda?
Some do, some don't.
Yeah, but
in the beginning, the seed is planted by someone.
Exactly, but the virus doesn't have an agenda. A virus will spread where there is no resistance, where immunity does not offer resistance. So any society that does not apply, and implement their laws and enforce these laws, then what's going to happen? The virus is going to spread. And so Islamism and jihadism in the West is like a virus. If it doesn't, encounter any resistance, from the society, the body that they have infected, then they will keep spreading. That's the agenda. The agenda is we will push the envelope. If no one pushes, push back at us, we keep going.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly. The 31st meeting of the Southern Zonal Council took place on August 20th, 2026, at Mahabalipuram near Chennai. Union Home Minister Amit Shah chaired the event, which brought together chief ministers and leaders from southern states and union territories to discuss regional development, water sharing, and cooperative federalism. Key participants: Union Government, chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah. State leaders, attended by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, Karnataka Chief Minister D. K. Shivakumar, Kerala Chief Minister, and Telangana's Deputy Chief Minister, alongside leaders from union territories like Puducherry. Major issues discussed: 1. Delimitation concerns. Southern leaders raised worries about the upcoming parliamentary delimitation process and its impact on states that successfully controlled population growth. 2. Equitable fiscal treatment. Tamil Nadu CM highlighted that southern states contribute over 30% of India's GDP and requested fair fiscal autonomy and recognition of performance. 3. Interstate and regional matters. Discussions covered water sharing disputes, infrastructure growth, healthcare funding, and the creation of fast-track special courts. Union Home Minister Amit Shah met Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and TVK founder C. Joseph Vijay in Chennai ahead of the 31st Southern Zonal Council meeting. The interaction marked their first official meeting since C. Joseph Vijay assumed office as Chief Minister. During the proceedings, C. Joseph Vijay raised concerns regarding proposed parliamentary delimitation, urging the union government to provide legislative assurances that successful population control efforts would not reduce state representation. The leaders discussed key federal issues, regional cooperation, and administrative priorities concerning Tamil Nadu and the southern region.
Home Minister Amit Shah and Southern CMs have a lunch after the key huddle. Amit Shah, D.K. Shivkumar, Vijay Naidu and V.D. Sateshan eat lunch after the meeting. That's the news coming in from the ongoing South Zonal Conference meet with
controversies. Like, Sonia Gandhi opposing full Vande Mataram was caught on video. Clearly Congress was on defensive. Later, it said full Vande Mataram hurts minority sentiments. But no minority group protested, did it?
Sujalam Sufalam Malayaj Sheetalam Shasya Shamala Mataram Vande Mataram Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakita Yaminim Pulla Kusumita Drumadal Shobhinim Suhasinim Sumadhur Bhashinim Sukhadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram. These are the two stanzas that the Congress committee will sing because this was a resolution in 1937. The Congress then felt that these two had acquired national significance and contained in the appreciation that time nothing objectionable, while the later stanzas had religious references that could be in conflict with the belief of other religious groups. Congress leaders are now trying to bring back this position They've invoked Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Rabindranath Tagore, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Vallabhbhai Patel in defense of this position. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, he's come out all guns blazing. He's slammed the Congress party for defying the protocol of singing the national song, of singing Vande Mataram and sticking only to the 2 stanzas. Amit Shah said that in 1937, the Congress party split Vande Mataram into 2 parts. He blamed it on the Muslim appeasement politics of the Congress party. He said that splitting the national song led ultimately to the partition of the nation. It laid the foundation for the partition of India and the creation of Pakistan.
Bankim Chandra's descendant seeks Sonia Gandhi's apology over controversy surrounding Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram row escalates.
Showdown over Vande Mataram escalates. Sumitro Chatterjee, BJP MLA from Nehati and direct descendant of Rishi Bankim Chand Chattopadhyay, has written to Sonia Gandhi to express deep anguish over an insult to Vande Mataram at the Congress headquarters on Independence Day. He has demanded an unconditional apology to the citizens of India, particularly the people of Bengal.
पूरा भारत हमारे नेशनल सॉन्ग के इस अपमान से आहत है, क्योंकि नेशनल सॉन्ग को लेकर के कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी ने डिसाइड किया है पार्टी के प्रोग्राम्स में वंदे मातरम की सिर्फ पहले 2 स्टेंजा ही गाए जाएंगे, क्योंकि बाकी के 4 स्टेंजाज कांग्रेस 1937 से अवॉइड कर रही है। और इसका सबसे बड़ा रीजन था उस समय मुस्लिम लीग और कुछ मुस्लिम लीडर्स ने वंदे मातरम के बाकी स्टेंजाज पर ऑब्जेक्शन उठाए थे, क्योंकि बाद के स्टेंजाज में मदर इंडिया को दुर्गा, लक्ष्मी और सरस्वती जैसी हिंदू गॉडेस के रूप में पोर्ट्रे किया गया है और इस्लामिक बिलीफ में अल्लाह के अलावा किसी की वर्शिप नहीं की जाती। इसलिए कुछ मुस्लिम स्कॉलर्स को इन हिस्सों पर रिलीजियस ऑब्जेक्शन था। इसी कंट्रोवर्सी के बीच अक्टूबर 1937 में पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने सुभाष चंद्र बोस को एक लेटर लिखा, जिसमें उनकी भी चिंता थी कि वंदे मातरम का पूरा वर्जन कुछ मुस्लिम्स को प्रोवोक कर सकता है। पर उन्होंने ये भी लिखा, इसके खिलाफ जो पूरा पॉलिटिकल अप्रोच है उसका एक बड़ा हिस्सा कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स द्वारा मैन्युफैक्चर्ड है, लेकिन फिर भी बैलेंस और प्रेशर की वजह से आगे वंदे मातरम के सिर्फ 2 स्टेंजा को नेशनल सॉन्ग का स्टेटस दिया गया। पर क्या वो गीत जिसने इंडिपेंडेंस मूवमेंट में लाखों लोगों को मोबिलाइज किया, जैसे नेशनल एंथम जैसा ऑनर देने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने कानून बनाया, अब एक बार फिर से उसको इग्नोर या कट करना जस्टिफाइड है?
These truncated versions and these objections come only for the national anthem and the national song. So be it Jana Gana Mana or Vande Mataram. But here's the hypocrisy, viewers, and this is what we've been able to suss out with the help of our research team at the back end. From Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, it's hypocrisy by state governments. When their state song mentions mother, they don't have a problem. They will object to full Vande Mataram recital. Also, when the state song refers to Vedic roots, Sanatana roots and inferences, there is no objection, the whole song is sung. But when it comes to Vande Mataram or it is Jana Gana Mana, it's a problem. Have a look at this. 9 states across Bharat. Karnataka, Jaya Bharata Jananiya Tanujate, victory to you Mother Karnataka, the daughter of Mother India. Tamil Thai Vart, Tamil Nadu. Invocation to Mother Tamil. Tamil Thai, Thai is mother. Deifies the Tamil language itself as a goddess. But no problem for anybody to sing it. In fact, the Dravidian lot insists that they want to sing it first. Andhra Pradesh, state song, Ma Telugu Tallik, to our mother Telugu. Personifies Telugu language as a crown wearing mother goddess. Glorifies historical dynasties like the Kakatiyas and the Vijayanagara. Again, no problem. Even from the erstwhile Razakars lot, which is turned communist, etc., they have no problems there. Assam, for a longest time it was under Congress governance, non-BJP. Oh Murapunar Desh, oh land of my birth, oh my mother Assam. That's the state song beginning. So no problem there. Odisha song, Bande Utkala Janani, I adore thee, O Mother Utkala. How loving are thy smile and voice, O mother, mother, mother. Madhya Pradesh, between BJP and Congress, it has had political parties in governance. The state song, Mera Madhya Pradesh, giver of happiness, partner of all. This is the message of auspiciousness, mother's lap, father's shelter, my Madhya Pradesh. So in all these state songs, 9 of them, viewers, that we have researched across Bharat, where the state song is sung in official programs, there is reference to our Sanatan roots, worshipping the motherland, worshipping the state, the region as a mother, as a Janani. In some cases, subset of Mahabharati. So where is the problem? Who are these? And if this is not absolute hypocrisy, then what is?
Vand Mataram Row erupts. Kangana responds to Shamila.
मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है कि यहाँ पे काफ़ी रिलीजन के लोग रहते हैं, मजहब के लोग रहते हैं जो एक गॉड में विश्वास करते हैं, सिंगल गॉड, नॉट मैनी गॉड्स. और वंदे मातरम के जो स्टैंजा है वो वंदना करते हैं मैनी गॉड्स. आप पढ़ेंगे उसको तो आपको पता चलेगा, उसमें all the gods are mentioned by name. तो वो जो एक रिलीजन में विश्वास करते हैं उनके लिए मुश्किल है कहना कि वंदे काली, वंदे दुर्गा, वंदे, मुश्किल है. तो इसीलिए अगर इंडिया में जितने रिलीजन के लोग हैं उसको अगर हम इकट्ठा साथ लेके चले तो पहला 2 stanza इज़ वेरी गुड.
वंदे मातरम शुरू हुआ स्टार वॉर. शर्मिला टैगोर के कमेंट पर कंगना बोली हिंदू मुसलमान वाली सोच से बाहर आए. शर्मिला ने कुछ हिस्से पर जताई थी आपत्ति.
So the first 2 stanzas are very good is what Sharmila Tagore says there, Pallavi. But clearly Kangana Ranaut there hitting back at her, saying that please come out of the Hindu-Muslim mindset.
That's exactly what the BJP has been saying, that those who have an aversion to singing all the stanzas of Vande Mataram are looking at it only from the prism of religion, whereas it's actually just a freedom song. It was something which was penned by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay during the freedom movement, and that is our ode or tribute as far as the freedom fighters are concerned. Now, Sharmila Tagore is of course going to be getting even more flack because one, because of her proximity, which has always been there, both for a Congress party as well as a Trinamool Congress, and second, that she married into a Muslim family, and that's what essentially Kangana Ranaut is also indicating, that just because you're married into one does not seem to be, should not be suggesting that you look at Vande Mataram only about Hindus or Muslims particularly having an objection to. Words of Sharmila Tagore are very similar to the ones which have been raised by, say, Imran Masood when he spoke to you, or even by Asaduddin Owaisi, because they say that this is something which is contrary to our religious beliefs. So for us to follow and sing the entire stanza is incorrect.
Yes. Thanks, Pallavi, for getting us all those details.
This is Mallikarjun Kharge, India's leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of India's parliament. He says a group that supports the ruling BJP purified a stage after he spoke there. An act, he says, made him feel the sting of untouchability. The incident has sparked a political controversy over caste discrimination.
स्पीच होने के बाद कल वो लोग बीजेपी के लोग सब मिलके हवन करके उस स्टेज का शुद्धिकरण करने का काम किए.
BJP does not subscribe to such activities. Number 1. Number 2, ये हम सब के लिए खेद का विषय है, देश के लिए भी खेद का विषय है. हम इसकी तहकीकात भी करेंगे.
Here's what happened. On 8th August, Kharge addressed a Congress rally at Haldwani's Ramleela ground in Uttarakhand. 2 days later, members of Shri Ram Sena Dharmarth Seva Nyas Sanghatan performed a havan at the same venue. They described it as Shuddhikaran, a Hindu ritual intended to ritually cleanse or restore the sanctity of a person or place.
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge says he is hurt by party leaders' stance on purification row. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge was referring to a purification ritual organized in Uttarakhand's Haldwani after his visit some days ago. At the meeting of the Congress Working Committee, CWC, Party President Mallikarjun Kharge vented out a personal anguish. And he has done that rarely. He told those present that he was hurt, that many of the CWC members did not openly come out in support of him on the purification issue by condemning it.
The president of the Congress Party, Sanglikar, is hurt by his own senior leaders within the Congress Party because they did not publicly condemn the incident that took place in Haldwani. The several Hindutva organizations purified the venue following the rally that had Mallikarjun Kharge at that rally just a few days back, according to sources. While speaking at the Congress Working Committee, this took place yesterday on Wednesday, he expressed his regret that several CWC members have not openly supported him, regarding the Haldwani purification incident by condemning it.
तेरा कोई साथ ना दे तो तू खुद से प्रीत जोड़ ले बिछौना धरती को करके अरे आकाश ओढ़ ले यह पूरा खेल अभी जीवन का तूने कहाँ है खेला चल अकेला चल अकेला चल अकेला तेरा मेला पीछे छूटा राही चल अकेला चल अकेला चल अकेला चल अकेला.
Modi Chalisa recited, PM's cutout worshipped at Press Club of India event. Press Club of India posted on X. The Press Club of India has noticed that a photo video of an event held at its premises earlier today is circulating on social media. It is hereby clarified that the club had not organized the event. The hall was hired for the purpose of holding a press conference by an organization, but when terms for renting out the place were violated by it, the club authorities immediately intervened and it was stopped. Stop taking banners and cutouts to unauthorized places including the parliament. Corruption cases. ED files money laundering case against Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter Veena.
That the central agency has initiated a probe against the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter. The probe is into some financial transactions of a controversial mining firm with Veena Vijayan's IT firm. The Serious Fraud Investigation Office under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs was already probing the transactions. The said transactions were alleged to be illegal gratifications for the undue favors received by the mining firm from the Kerala government. Now, reacting to the developments, the CPIM, which currently holds power in Kerala, has said that the Enforcement Directorate was working as an agency of the BJP. The Congress too reacted, calling the fresh move a stunt to cover up the CPM-BJP nexus in Kerala. The allegations against the Chief Minister's daughter pertained to 1.72 crore rupees given by the Cochin Minerals and Metals Limited to Veena Vijayan and her Bengaluru-based firm Exalogic Solutions. An income tax interim settlement board had initially raised suspicions over the deal. Further probes by the central agencies found that there was no evidence for any service rendered by Veena's firm to the mining firm.
CPI-M reworks stand on ED probe against Pinarayi's daughter as BJP eyes political gains. CPI-M is planning to hold public meetings to explain its stand. The first such meeting is planned at Kozhikode on Sunday. As the Enforcement Directorate is bringing CPI-M leaders and activists under the probe in connection with the shady financial deals of former Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter, the party is forced to rework its earlier stand to distance itself from the row, especially since the BJP is likely to cash in on the opportunity. The party earlier took a stand that it was a case pertaining to the business dealing of Vijayan's daughter Veena T, and hence the party need not get involved in it. However, as the ED has now brought under probe Veena's husband Mohammed Riaz, who is a former minister and CPI-M leader, as well as some of his friends and CPI-M local leaders from Kozhikode, the CPI-M has said that the Enforcement Directorate is using central agencies to target political opponents. Jail 2.0 loading. Conman Sukesh countdowns AAP downfall. Fresh threat to AAP. Jailed conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar threatened to expose 3 more AAP scams in a fresh letter to Arvind Kejriwal and Sachin Jain. Chandrasekhar claimed his earlier allegations over the Delhi liquor policy and Delhi Jail Board had been vindicated. He also attacked AAP as the anytime, always party of scam, and warned the party against trying to fool Punjab again. Proxies, 2015-16 Association. Chandrasekhar accused Kejriwal of using proxies to provoke young people and said, "Your proxies will be exposed." He hinted at a 2015-16 association with AAP's top leadership, saying, "I shall surprise you soon." Signing off as your worst nightmare, he warned Kejriwal and Jain of 2.0 to jail in loading.
जेल में बंद सुकेश चंद्रशेखर ने अरविंद केजरीवाल और सत्येंद्र जैन को नई चिट्ठी लिखकर 3 और कथित घोटाले उजागर करने की धमकी दी है। सुकेश ने दावा किया है कि दिल्ली शराब नीति और जल बोर्ड को लेकर उसके पिछले खुलासे सही साबित हुए हैं। उसने आम आदमी पार्टी को घोटालों की ऑलवेज पार्टी बताते हुए पंजाब को भी लेकर चेतावनी दी है। सुकेश चंद्रशेखर धोखाधड़ी और मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग मामलों में तिहाड़ जेल में बंद है।
Conman Sukesh pens a letter to former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and this is done from jail. Conman Sukesh tells Arvind Kejriwal jail 2.0 may begin. Conman refers to CJP as AAP political proxy. Sukesh in fact says 3 more AAP scams to be uncovered. Conman Sukesh said, forget about fooling Punjab. AAP is anytime always party of scams.
Scam 2010. Indian businessman Subrata Roy's rise from humble beginnings to controversy alleged financial irregularities in his company Sahara, leading to his 2014 arrest on accusations of fraud and unclaimed investor funds amounting to billions.
साथियों, अपने इस दुनिया के सबसे बड़े परिवार के माननीय मुख्याभिभावक माननीय साराशी मदद तशरीफ ला रहे हैं। आइए जोरदार नारा लगाते हैं, साराशी, माननीय साराशी।
Oh, it instills such a great sense of pride in me. We felt like real champions and heroes. Felt really elevated. We felt so proud of ourselves. Really, really proud.
और एक शब्द भी ना छूट पाए, इतनी तन्मयता से गाएंगे कि सारे भारतीय सुनकर बेहद गर्वित महसूस करेंगे और खुशी से झूम उठेंगे।
His creative consciousness is beyond my imagination, which is why when we call him Honorable Sahara Shriji, it is apt. It deserves that. You know, every human, every institution, every legend passes through ups and downs in life.
My next guest is Sahara boss Subrata Roy, one of India's leading business tycoons, in a bit of trouble. In fact, that's an understatement.
I challenge the whole world that you have not done anything wrong. Not a single fault you can get from us.
In this case, Mr. Subrata Roy's company had been systematically circumventing, violating the law. The money comes from very poor people.
Look in any of the small towns of the Hindi heartland and our reporters would find those like Indu who have trusted Sahara with their meager earnings. Where is the money?
Rumors have even been spread, fabricated and totally deceived.
At this point of time, the facts seem to be loaded against you.
If they can find out one thing, then in last 32 years Sahara has done against the empire, they can hang.
Sahara's Subrata Roy blames troubles on comment about Sonia Gandhi. Roy claimed that his comment on the Italian origin of Sonia Gandhi earned him the wrath of RBI. Rarely do businessmen take on politicians anywhere in the world, but when the head of India's biggest deposit-taking enterprise did so, he pointed his finger straight at one of the most powerful persons in the country, the chairperson of the ruling alliance at the centre. In a rare media interaction in Kolkata, Subrata Roy, the chairman of Sahara India Parawar, said his conglomerate landed in trouble with the regulators because of his emotional comment about Congress chief Sonia Gandhi that only a person of Indian origin should become the country's prime minister.
What will the new documentary reveal?
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly. तीव्र गति से राजनीति.
BJP to chalk out nationwide plan for Modi at 25 celebrations. The BJP will meet to finalize plans for Modi at 25 celebrations. These nationwide events will commemorate Prime Minister Modi's 25 years in public service. The campaign, Seva Sankalp Mahotsav, begins September 7th and lasts 15 days. It will feature outreach programs and digital exhibitions highlighting his public life. The celebrations focus on service, good governance, development, and public welfare.
And the BJP plans to organize events across the country to mark 25 years of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's life in public service.
Jammu and Kashmir as an important part of India. US Ambassador to India Sergio Gore described Jammu and Kashmir as an important part of India during a visit to Srinagar. He also praised local security improvements and hinted at a review of travel advisories. This prompted Pakistan to summon a top American diplomat to lodge a formal diplomatic protest. The statement, Ambassador Sergio Gore called Jammu and Kashmir an important part of India after meeting with Chief Minister Omar Abdullah in Srinagar. Travel advisory. He noted that safety in the region has improved and signaled that Washington may re-evaluate its travel warnings. Pakistan's reaction. Islamabad strongly rejected the remark, calling it factually incorrect, and summoned the US Chargé d'Affaires to register a firm démarche.
As everybody here knows, I'm the US Ambassador to India, and this is an important part of India, and so I'm here visiting for the first time. It is an incredibly beautiful place, and so I'm thrilled to be here, thrilled to see this place. It's been a very good meeting, and we have some follow-ups that we hope to take back to Washington, back to but a very cordial, and we look forward to building this relationship forward.
Like, a global report says Assam floods were man-made. Didn't I tell you?
Over 5 lakh people affected, nearly 27,000 animals washed away. Assam is facing one of its worst floods in recent history. Why? Now, flooding isn't unusual in Assam. Around 40% of the state is flood-prone because it lies on the vast floodplains of the Brahmaputra. During the monsoon, heavy rainfall causes these rivers to overflow, flooding vast stretches of the state. But what made this year so much worse? Number 1, deforestation and mining. Forest loss and loose soil washing into the Brahmaputra have increased deposition of silt, reducing the river's capacity to hold water. Number 2, aging embankments. Many of these flood barriers are decades old, poorly maintained and simply unable to withstand extreme floods. And they are the first line of defense. And number 3, finally, climate change. Shorter and more intense bursts of rainfall leads to sudden increase in water levels. Bottom line, this disaster is not entirely natural. It is also because of decades of human destruction.
Like, senior Congress leader and ex-Maharashtra CM Prithviraj Chavan has suddenly started remembering 12-year-old events. UBT wanting to join hands with Congress. Late Gopinath Munde wanting to quit BJP to join Congress. Sharad Pawar not interested in anti-corruption campaign etc. Interesting. Why now?
आमचं सगळे ठरलं ते गुप्तपणे आले. मी महाराष्ट्र सदनात राहता एका हॉटेलमध्ये राहिलो, कोणाला कळू नये. त्यावेळेला माणिकराव ठाकरे अध्यक्ष होते. आमचं सगळं ठरलं. रात्री गुप्त 2 वाजता बैठका झाल्या अहमद पटेलच्या, आमच्या मॅडमची परवानगी घेतली आणि ते त्यावेळेला भाजपचे विरोधी पक्षाचे उपनेते होते, मोठ्या पदावर होते, पण अत्यंत अस्वस्थ होते. काय काय सांगितलं मला ते काय बोलणार नाही मी, पण ते म्हटले मला हे दोघं मला निवडून देणार नाहीत. कोण? नागपूरवाले.
Telangana CM, a Revanth Reddy's program, submitted was not appropriate to his office.
So there are reports that the Telangana Chief Minister was not given political clearance for his visit to US. Anything on that?
Say that the visit of Chief Ministers, as indeed of other dignitaries, are assessed by the Ministry of External Affairs in order to accord political clearance. The program proposed in such cases should be appropriate to the office held and the purpose of the visit. In this particular case, that was not so in respect of the United States, and therefore the clearance was denied, not given. Incidentally, let me also tell you that clearance was given for his visit to the United Kingdom.
In a move that made national headlines, the Ministry of External Affairs on Friday denied Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy the permission to travel to the US. The ministry said the proposed program was not appropriate to the office held or the purpose of the visit. Congress leaders meanwhile hit back, accusing the centre of politicizing Revanth's tour. They said his visit was aimed at meeting universities in the UK and US and inviting them to set up campuses in the upcoming Bharat Future City. The state government meanwhile registered a big win at home, with the Raidurg land auctions setting another record on Friday. A 5.25-acre land parcel in the city's hottest reality destination, Knowledge City, fetched the state an unprecedented Rs 264 crore per acre. The winning bid went to Emerson Realty.
You are watching Sanglikars Weekly.
2 vessels carrying 22 Indians hijacked off Yemen and Somalia coast. Tanker MT Cebu 1 with 16 Indians among 20 crew was hijacked by 6 pirates in Gulf of Aden, 30 miles off Yemen. All crew reported safe. In a second incident, cargo ship M. V. Lutuf carrying 6 Indians was hijacked off Somalia's Puntland while transporting Turkish weapons. 8 pirates took the vessel towards Gamal. Twin hijackings raise fresh piracy alarm near Horn of Africa. Like Maharashtra, FDA Chief Tukaram Mund has created a wave of awareness, which is crossing state borders. Now FDA administrators are active in Bengaluru and Hyderabad and UP too. Good.
Tukaram Munde is an incredible guy, and he's taken on the whole system. He's exposing something that we all suspected, but nobody dared to do anything about. Who's Tukaram Munde? I can tell you Tukaram Munde is a person who's known to be incredibly honest. He's been posted many times like all honest IAS officers. He's a man on a mission, currently posted as Commissioner of the FDA, ladies and gentlemen, in Maharashtra. Now, in that role, he has to look at, by the way, he's been transferred 25 times in his career. In that role, he has to look at food safety standards, among other things, in Maharashtra. And there is a big drive that has happened in Maharashtra, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody has been spared. Today, following what Tukaram Munde has done, there are raids going across in food outlets all across the country. And no, it's not just local dhaba, but so-called branded fast food joints. Ladies and gentlemen, Domino's, KFC, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Subway, Burger King, Starbucks, Mongini's, all of these, ladies and gentlemen, have faced some kind of action or the other. Several establishments have had their licenses suspended. 4 Domino's outlets have been suspended in one announcement. This is by the Maharashtra FDA. And the question that I have is, if Domino's is a problem in Maharashtra, are you sure that Domino's is okay in Delhi? Are you sure that Domino's is okay in Guwahati? Ladies and gentlemen, what these officials have done is they've gone into the kitchens, they've looked at the safety standards, they looked at the nature of storage, they've looked at the food safety, they've looked at the way in which the items are stored before they are served. So what happens, you get a pizza or you get a burger, but you don't know what's gone into the lettuce or where the pizza has been made.
कांग्रेस के पूर्व सांसद सज्जन कुमार का निधन हो गया है। सफदरजंग अस्पताल में उन्होंने आखिरी सांस ली है। सिख दंगों में दोषी करार दिए गए थे सज्जन कुमार और कांग्रेस के पूर्व सांसद रह चुके हैं।
आपको याद होगा कि 1984 के सिख विरोधी दंगे मामले में 2018 में उन्हें उम्र कैद की सजा सुनाई गई थी और उसी सजा सुनाए जाने के बाद सज्जन कुमार ने कांग्रेस की प्राथमिक सदस्यता से भी इस्तीफा दे दिया था और उसके बाद से वो तिहाड़ जेल में ही लगातार बंद थे। एक साल पहले 2025 में भी एक अन्य मामले में भी उन्हें सजा सुनाई गई थी, यानी 2018 से लेकर अब तक वो तिहाड़ जेल में ही बंद थे और जानकारी मिली है कि उन्हें सफदरजंग हॉस्पिटल लाया गया था और जब उन्हें लाया गया जेल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के द्वारा, उसके बाद जानकारी मिली है कि हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने उन्हें ब्रॉड डेथ को डिक्लेयर कर दिया है।
Like, actress Priya Bhavana Shankar claims that Telugu film Irumudi will be the best film of recent times. Really? I have asked my friend in Hyderabad to send me a review.
మన మాస్ మహారాజా రవితేజ గారి ఇరుముడి మూవీ అద్రిపోయిందిగా. సినిమా ప్యూర్ ర్యాంపేజ్ అనే చెప్పాలి. రవణ చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత సాలిడ్ యాక్టింగ్ సీన్స్ తో కుమ్మేశాడు. మెయిన్ గా ఇరుముడి కట్టు సీన్, నేను ఇంటర్వెల్ లో వచ్చే మందుమానే ఈ సీన్ మాత్రం హార్ట్ టచింగ్ అనిపించింది. సెకండ్ హాఫ్ లో మల్లెపూల పల్లకి సాంగ్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వగానే మన రవణ చేసే తాండవం మామూలుగా ఉండదు. థియేటర్స్ కాస్త టెంపుల్ లా మార్చేశారు. స్వామి శరణ మూమెంట్స్ గూస్ బంప్స్ అనే చెప్పాలి. బేబీ నక్షత్ర పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ గురించి ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే. జీవి ప్రకాష్ గారు ఇచ్చిన బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్ అండ్ ఆ సాంగ్స్ మాత్రం వేరే లెవెల్. ఓవరాల్ గా ఇరుముడి సినిమాతో రవితేజ గారు సాలిడ్ కంబ్యాక్ ఇస్తారు. బొమ్మ పక్క బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ అంతే. ఇంతకీ సినిమా మీకెలా అనిపించిందో కామెంట్ చేయండి.
Like in sports, Captain Harmanpreet and Abhishek put Pakistan out of World Cup hockey. Good job.
कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले, छू लेते दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले, हर जीत छीन ले हार से इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले, उंगली पे।
Like, Manav Sutar bagged 10 wickets in Test match against Sri Lanka. Great going, Manav.
2 महीने पहले जिसको कोई नहीं जानता था, आज उसका नाम पूरी क्रिकेट दुनिया ले रही है। नाम है मानव सुतार। डेब्यू टेस्ट में 6 विकेट्स और अपने दूसरे ही टेस्ट में श्रीलंका के खिलाफ 10 विकेट्स। लेकिन कहानी सिर्फ विकेट्स की नहीं है। जब आज के बॉलर्स मिस्ट्री बॉल और नए नए वेरिएशंस के पीछे भाग रहे हैं, मानव सुतार ने अपनी ओल्ड स्कूल स्पिन बॉलिंग से सबको हैरान कर दिया है। ना कोई मिस्ट्री बॉल, ना कोई मैजिक ट्रिक, बस फ्लाइट, ड्रिफ्ट और लगातार प्रेशर। बॉल में श्रीलंकन बैटर्स के पास उसका कोई जवाब नहीं था और उसने सबको याद दिला दिया कि कभी कभी क्रिकेट में सबसे डेंजरस चीज मिस्ट्री नहीं, परफेक्ट बेसिक्स होते हैं।
इतिहास रचा गया डार्विन ने। बांग्लादेश ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को 9 विकेट से हराकर ऑस्ट्रेलियाई धरती पर पहली टेस्ट जीत हासिल की। टेस्ट इतिहास का सबसे बड़ा उलटफेर, टाइगर्स ने दिखा दिया दम।
And Rishabh Pant has joined an elite club. The left-hander has become the first Indian to hit 100 sixes in Test cricket and only the 4th overall to do so. Pant reached the landmark on the first Test against Sri Lanka in Gal, clearing the rope of Lahiru Kumara. The 6 also brought up his half-century in the innings, a knock that's once again made him India's top scorer on the day. Pant finished his innings on 66. He is only the 4th batter in Test history to hit a century of sixes, behind Ben Stokes on 138, Brendan McCullum on 107 and level with Adam Gilchrist on 100. But no one got there faster. Pant needed just 51 tests, while Gilchrist took 82. Among the Indians, he leaves Virendra Sehwag well behind. Sehwag hit 91 sixes in Test cricket. For a player who's rebuilt his career after a near-fatal accident, this milestone is as much about resilience as it is about raw power.
In a recent turn of events, the Reserve Bank of India has greenlighted Life Insurance Corporation to acquire a 9.99% stake in HDFC Bank, India's largest private sector bank. The bank has been advised to complete this acquisition within a year, by January 24, 2025. This decision comes after LIC, which currently owns a 5.19% stake in HDFC Bank, submitted an application to the RBI, expressing their intention to expand their shareholding. The RBI's approval necessitates that LIC's aggregate holding doesn't exceed 9.99% of the paid-up share capital or voting rights of HDFC Bank at any given point. The stakes are high and the clock is ticking. Stay tuned for more updates on this financial maneuver.
Part 2 follows.
TN-BJP leaders' comments on CM Vijay were highly objectionable.
Tamil Nadu politics has witnessed yet another personal political spat with BJP state chief Nana Nagendran's remarks about Chief Minister Vijay's mother triggering widespread backlash. Nagendran made a personal remark about Vijay's parentage, saying that he should go home and ask his mother instead of looking for his father in the Legislative Assembly. He then linked the remark to the functioning of the state government. His remarks have drawn criticism even from within the BJP.
Like, vulgar and disgusting were the expressions used by DMK objecting to Trisha's presence at Independence Day function. TVK MLA addresses late Karunanidhi by name. CM Vijay apologizes as minister amidst honorific for Karunanidhi.
உங்க தலைவரோட பேரை மென்ஷன் பண்ணி பேசினது தவறுதான். அவர் சார்பா நான் சாரி கேட்டுக்கிறேன்.
Like, TNCM made all Tamil Nadu MLAs happy by announcing them a vehicle each and an allowance of rupees 1 lakh. Public money for people's representatives. 59 DMK MLAs rejected the gift.
ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்குது. இதுக்காக ஒரு பாடல் மூலமாவே நன்றி சொல்லிடுறேன். கொடுத்ததெல்லாம் கொடுத்தார், இவர் யாருக்காக கொடுத்தார்? ஒருத்தருக்காக கொடுத்தார், இல்லை ஊருக்காக கொடுத்தார். ஒருத்தருக்காக கொடுத்தார், இல்லை ஊருக்காக கொடுத்தார். தேங்க்யூ so much சார்.
பொருளாதார பலம் இல்லாமல் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்களாக பணியாற்றும் மற்றும் முதலாக சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்களாக தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்ட உறுப்பினர்கள் தங்களது மக்கள் பணியை தோய்வின்றி தொடர்வதற்கும் அவர்கள் தங்களின் தொகுதி பணிகளை திறம்பட மேற்கொள்வதற்கு வசதியாக அனைத்து சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்களுக்கும் அரசு சார்பில் வாகனம் வழங்கப்படும் என்பதை மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
Rahul Gandhi National Anthem row. Congress calls BJP video fake.
In Rahul Gandhi National Anthem row erupts. BJP says Rahul Gandhi insulted national anthem. Rahul Gandhi disgraced the national anthem. So BJP has posted a video of Rahul Gandhi's event in which it claims he had allegedly insulted the national anthem. Congress claims Congress is claiming that it's fake news, it's a fake video. That Rahul Gandhi can be seen walking during the national anthem, and the Congress party is claiming that this is fake news. In fact, the Congress has also sued BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya.
BJP leader from Maharashtra, Sujay Vikhapottle said Trump was to blame for potholes. Great research.
आता त्या ट्रम्पनी इराणवर मिसाईल टाकताना या ठेकेदाराला विचारलं होतं का भाऊंना विचारलं होतं का मला विचारलं होतं मी मिसाईल टाकू का बाबा? मी मिसाईल टाकल्यावर त्याचा काय परिणाम होणार? आणि मी देवा शपथ सांगतो असा वेडा माणूस मी माझ्या उभ्या आयुष्यात पाहिला नाही हो. सकाळी म्हणतो बंद, संध्याकाळी परत बॉम्ब टाकून देतो, परत सकाळी बंद, परत म्हणतो मी आता हे केलं.
Like Bengal BJP leader Nagendra Roy's derogatory comments on Subhash Chandra Bose forced West Bengal government withdraw Bangbusan award given to him.
Bengal government has withdrawn civilian honour to BJP MP Nagendra Roy, popularly known as Ananta Maharaj. Now this comes after Bengal Chief Minister Shivendra Adhikari on Wednesday directed the police to arrest those making derogatory comments on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and said that the new law is equal for MPs, MLAs and government officials. The Chief Minister's direction to the police came days after BJP MP Nagendra Nath Roy, popularly known as Ananta Maharaj, described Netaji as a war criminal and questioned his leadership and the role of the Azad Hind Fauj in India's freedom struggle.
You are watching Sanglikars Weekly.
Part 2 follows.